Wow, it's amazing. Something that we wouldn't usually sell, but it's just an incredible car. I'm sure it's going to create loads of interest. This is a 2016 66 plate Honda Civic Type R. It's the FK2 model, 4th generation Civic Type R. I think it's the first VTEC engine that Honda launched, a turbocharged 2-litre petrol engine. It's fast, this car. It's unbelievably fast. It's 0 to 62 in 5.7 seconds, and unbelievably 167 miles per hour, 310 brake horsepower. I don't know, the ASBO-inducing looks of this car can create sort of, I don't know, love it or hate it sort of ideologies, but in metallic blue, the car looks incredible. Now, this car has been incredibly well looked after. It's had one owner from new. These are all important things when you're going to buy this car from me. One owner from new. It's been serviced at Honda every year, so it's got a full dealer history. But not only that, the previous gentleman who owned it, who was a Honda nut by the way, has also changed the oil every 6 months. The car is a lovely example. And for me, it's great value for money if you're looking for an unbelievable hot hatch, which has been looked after properly, in a nice condition, with only 36,000 miles on. It's £22,990. And the car is an incredible car to drive. Brilliant power to weight ratio. So the power all comes from the front wheels of this car, which gives it traction. I think if you go through the gears above 3,000 revs, this is when the turbo kicks in on this car, and doing a little bit of research on the way it drives. I haven't actually driven it myself yet, but the people who drive these cars absolutely love them. And it's a great looking little car. It's, you know, spacious in the back, so if you've got kids, you can use this car daily. It's got a big boot. I think it's got the market leading boot capacity for a hot hatch between these and the S3s and the Golfs and all those other cars that sort of compare with them. But this car also looks great with the wide flared arches to the front, the forged wheels with the big Brembo brake discs and calipers, you know, gloss black wheels, gloss black styling throughout. You've got a wrapped black roof at the top. It's also got, I think, an upgrade, a carbon fibre upgrade. There is an upgrade to this car, which I'll show you on the inside, but it's aggression. Look at this rear spoiler, you know, creating downforce, improving speed. I think it does improve the speed of the car by a few miles per hour because it's so high. You can see we've got a carbon fibre finisher across the back. The exhaust and the aggression from the back end of this car is massive. See the Type R badging here, but it's an iconic car, and one that's, I think it was a limited run of this car worldwide. This car's got a number on the inside near the gear stick. It's 5,000 and something, but I do believe there's a limited run of these cars. It's 5 doors, so it's practical, keyless entry, keyless start. You'll see we've got wind deflectors, all little styling features which increase the desirability of this car. You see you've got loads of space in the back, which for me is a great thing. It seats 5 people, but when we come into the front, you'll see, look at the back of these seats. The Recaro style Type R seats are incredible. These are like a red Alcantara. I think it's a slight upgrade, and you'll see it's got carbon fibre accents throughout the front end of this car as well. When I was revving the car, I had it in track mode, or I think it's called Plus R mode, and it does sound incredible. This car's got an air induction kit on it, a very, very reputable air induction kit on, all done properly. So the previous gentleman who's had this car knew what he was doing. He knew the car, he bought it new, and his modifications, it's had no remaps by the way, it's just had some subtle mods, but they've all been done properly and tastefully in line with what this car should be. So if you are a Honda Civic nut, or you are looking for a car like this, I think this is probably the best example available for the money. For the reasons that I've said, the one owner, the full Honda history, its condition is great for a 66 plate car, something like I say we wouldn't usually sell. The seats are super sporty, almost hard to get in and out of. The wing back seat with these real hard, it hugs you in seats, you know, that's what it's all about in this car. Honda were ahead of themselves when they made this car for me. You'll see the dashboard almost wraps around and it's high up, set back off. This is sort of the first digital infotainment system you saw in a car like this. Obviously now it's commonplace in the modern cars, but I love that. 36,000 miles on the clock. The carbon fibre is what I'm talking about, round the air inlets here, and then also round the gear stick. You can see this car is R05268. I do believe there was a limited number worldwide, and maybe it's in the UK as well, so that's the number. And the gearbox is a manual, such a great gearbox to drive. It increases the the enjoyment of driving this car. It's fast, 310 brake horsepower, but I do believe that it drives incredibly well. And like I say, above 3,000 revs, the turbo kicks in and the car literally flies. You know, your convenience features, it's got cruise control, it's got Bluetooth, it's got an upgraded media system, which is nice. You know, it's a bit more of a modern interface that the previous gentleman's put in, but it all works, Bluetooth, and I'm saying Netflix and things. It'll have navigation. It's a great interface. You've got phone connections under the armrest, but the Alcantara finishes on the car, on the seats, on the armrest are really nice. And it's just a lovely example for $22,990. If you're comparing the car to maybe an S3 or something, I think this is a real good money holding vehicle which you'd enjoy, which is fast, which looks incredible in metallic blue. It's a lovely condition car. It will come prepared by us. That means that it will get MOT'd for 12 months. I don't believe it's due a service, but it's being looked after properly. If we talk about the front end of the car, you'll see it's very aggressive, low splitter to the front, the black styling, xenon lights, daytime driving lights. I mentioned this earlier on, the air induction kit. If I pop the bonnet, I'll just show you very briefly what that looks like, because people who are buying this car probably do want to see that, and it'll save me sending you a picture of it later on so you can see what it's like now. So we've got an Venturi induction kit, which is carbon fibre. You'll see whether it's an effect or it's actual carbon fibre. I do believe that's a proper induction kit. There's also some other mods and stuff being done. I'm not going to go too much into that, but by the looks of it, it's done properly. And that's what this car's all about. It's been properly looked after. It's a lovely colour, beautiful condition, and a rare example if you're looking for a Civic Type R for just $22,990. I think this is a great buy. My name's Richard. You can call me on my number on the screen. We're the UK's #1 dealer on Trustpilot in the UK, 5 stars. We were also the UK's #1 used car dealer now after winning the award for the accolade. So you can buy a car like this from us with great confidence. My name's Richard. Give me a call on my number on the screen. Thanks for watching.